What's up everybody, Devin up here and I'm back, and today we got the Apple Watch SE. In this video I'm going to explain why I chose the SE over the 6. We're going to unbox it, talk about the specs and the difference between the 6 and this. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. All right, so we got the SE box right here, and also we got the watch band right here. So let's unbox the watch band first. All right, so we got the black watch sports band, and also comes with the different sizes. So right here, as you see, it comes in the smaller size and also the medium and large. And also right here is the buckle part. And also, if you didn't know, right here is tips on how to work it, adjust it, and if you have any issues on, how to put it together. Next, we got the Apple Watch SE itself. All right, so inside here, of course, we got your tips and stuff tips and guide on how to work the Apple Watch, what comes with it, telling you how to attach the sports loop, how to work the watch. You tap it on the side to start it on. The app and the charger is supposed to come with it. Also right here is your safety, liabilities, etc., etc. Right here we got the charger itself. This is the charger point. You lay your watch on here. And this also is USB, by the way. And finally, we got the Apple Watch SE itself. And I got the bigger size, the size 44. All right, let's turn this on. Let's get started. All right, so next, you gotta make sure your phone is up to date. And when the Apple Watch icon comes up on your phone, you just hit continue. And then next, we're just gonna update it. All right, next it says, put your Apple Watch and hold it up against the camera. So what you need to do, you see the sphere that comes up on the Apple Watch? You need to make sure that it's inside the indicator right here. And now it's gonna sync everything from your phone into the Apple Watch. And then you can either use a backup or you can set it up as a new Apple Watch. I'm just gonna set it up as a new Apple Watch. And it's gonna ask you, which side do you wanna put it on? Which side do you wanna put your Apple Watch on? Your left arm or your right arm? We're just gonna go with the right arm. And it's pretty much your preference, and that's pretty much it. This is new, so now they actually have the bold text. You can actually increase the bold text. Me, I'm okay, I'm gonna leave it normal. And also you can set a passcode. So it was gonna create any old passcode, 0000, simple. It says easy, but this is just a demo. And I'm just gonna use the code anyway. 0000. and I want to keep my Apple Watch up to date. I'm gonna set that up later. You can add the Apple Pay if you want to. SOS emergency with that. If you have a fall or if you have any issues that you need help, that you need an ambulance, you just hold on the power button. SOS emergency comes on, and you can just, swipe over to use the SOS emergency. Alright guys, so when you go through the Apple Watch, while it's updating, you can actually go through it, and each tips that you go through is going to give you a check mark right beside it to tell you that you went through everything. Alright, so now my Apple Watch has finished downloading and now it's complete. So now we have options and things we can actually play with. You have an app view on how you want to change your app. You can have it from a grid mode or to a list mode, and we're going to check that out. This right here is the list mode. And this right here is the grid mode. It's your preference, but me, I like the list mode. This much easier to navigate through. And then next is gonna be the Apple Watch face gallery. You can pretty much change your watch face. That's self-explanatory. And we're gonna just see some examples on what we like to see. Alright, so as you see that I've just downloaded some, we're gonna go back to the watch face gallery and we're gonna try this fire and ice. That'd be pretty cool if it actually moves. Okay, so right now, as you see, it's just moving. It's pretty cool. Oh wow. So right now, it's the ice function right now, and we're gonna go back to the fire. Yeah, then there's the fire right there. And it's moving, so that's pretty cool. All right, now I'm gonna explain why I chose the SE versus the 6. First, the SE is cheaper, coming in $279 for the size 40 and $309 for the size 44. Next is the Apple Watch 6, $399 for the size 40 and $429 for the size 44. Price may not be a factor to most people, but for some people, price does matter. If you want the latest thing, but not the greatest thing, you can go with the SE. The SE is just as good and arguably could be better for most people than others. Let's start off with the design and the looks. Honestly, you may not even tell the difference between the 6 and the SE because they both have the same design and the same screen resolution and just all around looks in general. They're both water resistant. They can try on the same bands. And the only difference between the 6 and the SE is that you have more options to choose faces for the 6. Like you can have the Hermes watch faces. You can have different variety of colors like the gold colors or the high-end model colors. So when it comes to just the base alone, black, silver, rose gold, won't even tell the difference. Now, everything that the SE has, the Watch 6 can do, but the only difference that the 6 can do that the SE cannot do is that it has the ability to censor your blood oxygen levels. That's really the main difference between the two. If you're healthy and you feel as though you don't really need it, you can really save your buck by just going with the lesser option, but it's mostly good for people who have breathing problems, issue problems, who may need an inhaler also. So if you're fine without that option, or if you don't necessarily need that option, the SE could be that better choice. Also, let me not forget, it does have the heart rate sensor where it texts your heartbeat, aka the ECG or the EKG, whichever you want to call it. I know that's two different things, but some people call it that. Anyway, let's move on. The Apple Watch 6 does have that feature. Now, if you feel as though you're healthy and if you feel as though you don't have any anxiety scares or you're okay with your heart and you don't need that, again, the SE is the better option because you can save more with that. Now, the Apple Watch 6 does introduce that, and you do have the option to monitor your heart if you have some anxieties or you have panic attacks, or if you're, if you just have murmurs or if you just need that. The The Apple Watch 6 will be a better option for you because it has that feature and it has that function, which the Apple Watch SE does not. And lastly, let's get into the processors. The Apple Watch 6 has the new UI processor, which has more accuracy when it comes to close proximity of finding your devices. UI 6 is actually placing the new iPhone 11, a better functioning processor that just helps detect things. So when you're working out, it picks it up and detects it more accurately. I'm gonna show you a list of everything that's the same, so of all the specs. So here you go. The display size is the same. Apple Watch 6 has the always on display. The dimensions are the same. The weight is pretty much the same. The materials, again, the 6 has aluminum, steel, and titanium, while the SE just has the aluminum. When it comes to colors, the 6 have more colors: silver, gray, gold, blue, red, silver, graphite, gold, titanium, and black. While the SE just have silver, gray, and gold. They have the interchangeable bands, so you can actually use any bands that you want to. They both have built-in GPS, automatic workout detection, compass, multimedia. They both have water resistance, of course. You can make calls on both. Text, notifications, of course. They both have microphones, speakers, Siri. You can play music, both the same speakers. Sleep tracking, period tracking. Now here's really comes with the big difference. Now with the special features, there's a blood oxygen app, ECG app, which I already explained, with both UI chip, which I already explained, SOS fall detection, hearing, and health alerts, while the SE has the weather alerts, SOS fall detection, hearing, and health alerts. Again, I already explained that, just two differences. Emergency features are the same. Emergency SOS, international emergency call fall detection. They both have the same storage of 32 gigabytes. The battery life is the same, and the prices are different lastly. So that's pretty much what's the difference between both watches. Like I said, I really think the Apple Watch SE is actually better than what people think, and also maybe a better option because of those reasons. And also with the always on display, is alleged and controversial if you think about it, that if it has an always on display while the SE does not have it always on display, the battery drainage would be more potent on the 6 versus the SE. So you may have 30 more minutes of battery life, or maybe an hour more battery life on the SE versus the 6. Not saying the 6 will have major battery drainage issues, but in the future, or just, you know, having it being always on can potentially cause battery drainage issues. That's pretty much it if you think about it. It's totally up to you what you want to get. I like my purchase of the SE. It's really no difference. I don't really need all the extra major features that it comes with, like I said. So this is Devin Up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more review and unboxing videos like this. I hope I answered your questions. Please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Comment down below. I respond to every comment, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm out.